10, 11,000 people, whatever we had in there. And everybody was singing the words to every song. So you're all in for a treat.
Yeah.
You're all in
That's
for
Peter's
a treat.
way of saying that he can fill that arena just by himself. He doesn't need, these people.
Thank you.
Hi, my name's Charlie Braga. I'm from Yahoo Southeast Asia. Hi, my question is actually to the Canadian tenors. I watched you perform on the Oprah Winfrey Show, and you sang Alleluia with Miss Celine Dion. And it was amazing, and I'm glad you were able to give us a snippet of what to expect on Saturday's concert. But I'd like to ask, after receiving that instant success, I mean, I know you're successful in Canada, and then you're growing your fan base in the US. What's next for fans here in Asia? What can we expect of the Canadian tenors?
There's a funny old adage of when people say that it takes, years to make an overnight success. And so we were really planting seeds for quite a few years before the Oprah opportunity came, and that definitely got our voices to a much wider audience. So we're very, very grateful for that opportunity, and David had a lot to do with that. So thank you so much, David, for everything that you did. Being so surprised by Celine Dion on Oprah was absolutely a pivotal point for us, kind of a life-changing moment, if you will. And the second part of your question was what do we see in the future? We're very excited to announce that we just released our record in Asia. So we just came from Japan, where it was released last week, and I know it's been released here in the Philippines and also on the rest of the stops of the tour. So we're so excited to be sharing our music now on a global level. We were very lucky to have some success in the U.S., which is a fairly tough market in the realm of music that we sing. And so we're just so thrilled to be here with all of you and to be here with David and sharing our music. So thank you so much.
Thank you too.
You have two questions. You've got one more.
All right. Well, my other question is to Mr. Cetera and Ms. Cole. Well, you all know that we're such huge fans of you over here, and you're right, Peter, when you said that we do know every song of yours by heart. And after, I guess after maybe 30 years of us being familiarized with your songs and who you are, and same with you, Miss Cole, basically, I'm wondering, what's next for us to experience after this concert?
Well, I am in the process of writing some new stuff to, maybe do a mini CD and get some new things out there. So that's kind of what I'm doing. And people always ask, is it still fun to sing those songs? And the answer is yes, it is fun, especially when you're singing them with the person that you wrote them with, and that's what this tour is about, with myself and David and all my dear friends up here as well. It's just it's a wonderful opportunity, and but I will record something probably this year, some new things. I've been trying to get David back in the studio, but he's booked. He's booked for the next 10 years, I think.
What was the question? Oh, you want to know what to expect after this concert? It's hard to say. You kind of do have to be a very sensitive artist to what your audience likes. And so when I get ready to record my next record, I like taking risks, and a couple of times it's worked out for me. So my next record could very well be not jazz. It could be something else. But as an artist, you just continue to create all the time. You're looking for ways to express yourself. I encourage, Charice here to do as much writing as she wants, because that's also a big part of what we do. And Peter probably loves doing that because he wrote it. So there's a bond there, and I have my bond with my father, which turned my whole career around, which was pretty amazing. But you never know what's going to happen next. So keep it a surprise.
I'd like to point out that because we're all, I said to Natalie, it must be kind of fun for you to be on a tour like this, because you're usually out there by yourself and in a hotel room by yourself, and now you have like 10 other, 10 other artists to hang out with every day, and the same with Peter. But last night at dinner, we kind of conjured up a possible next album for Natalie, just at dinner, just because we were all together and everybody was feeding ideas, and it's an album that could very well happen just based on the fact that we were in Japan together having dinner. So lots of great things I think are going to come out of this DF and Friends tour.
Yeah, we heard that you're all coming on our record and singing some songs.
David?
No, all of you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're holding you to it.
I'm ready. I am ready.
Thank you. Oh. This lady first, and then yourself.
To Sir David Foster, how has Charice improved professionally and changed personally since you met her?
Well, the most obvious thing, I guess, I'll speak personally rather than professionally. The most obvious thing is that she truly was a child when I met her, and she walked into rehearsal the other day, and she kind of strutted on stage like Whitney Houston, no, but it was like it was good. It was like she had an air about her of a star, and the air of somebody with the confidence of somebody that now has got we just gave her a gold record in Japan last night, so she's starting to feel, yeah, that's big news, by the way. And of course, she's always been confident with her singing, but now her personality is getting confident, and it's fun to watch. I feel like one of my children. You know, you see them grow up, and you turn around one day, and they're not a little girl anymore. They're a woman, and that's what's happening to her exactly. And it just, everything is rolling exactly the way it's supposed to. But the voice gets better every day. Every single day, she's getting better. And she was great when I met her at age 14, so you can imagine how I feel about her voice now. I like to call her, she's a laser beam. She is a laser beam. You can tell Charice, like you can anybody on this panel, but at such a young age, and this happened to us on a TV show in the commercial, 30-second commercial, and the guy said, we need to cut a minute out of the song. And so I said to her, okay, when you get to the bridge, only do half the bridge, don't do the key change, go right to the end, the last part is 2 bars instead of 4 bars, go. And we were on, and she did it. That's your Charice.